Room was ice cold, kind of quiet that makes your ears ring. I sat there staring at my scuffed dress shoes while my mother-in-law's lawyer systematically tore my life up. To them, I was just grieving widower who couldn't keep a house clean, a man who worked 60-hour weeks at the garage and forgot to pack a matching pair of socks in Leo's preschool bag. Your Honor, the lawyer said, his voice dripping with that fake practice sympathy. Mr. Miller is a good man, but since Sarah's passing, the boy is better off in a stable two-parent household. My clients have the means. They have the time. They have the discipline. I felt my chest tighten. I looked over at Evelyn and Greg. They wouldn't even meet my eyes. They weren't trying to help. They were trying to replace me. Mr. Miller, the judge leaned forward. Do you have anything to say before I make my ruling? I stood up. My hands were shaking so hard I had to shove them in my pockets. I don't have a fancy speech, Your Honor, but Sarah does. I pulled out the old tablet. The screen was cracked. File was right there. For Leo's 3rd birthday. I pressed play. Sarah appeared. She looked beautiful. Tired but glowing in that way only she could. She was sitting in Leo's nursery holding a sleeping toddler. Hey, baby, she whispered to the camera. If you're watching this, it means I'm not there to tell you myself, and it probably means my parents are doing exactly what I feared they would. Evelyn gasped. The courtroom went dead silent. Mom, Dad, I know you love me, Sarah said, voice turning to steel. But you never trusted Mark. You thought he wasn't high class enough. But let me tell you something. When I was sick, when the chemo made me a ghost, Mark didn't just work those double shifts for the bills. He did it so he could spend every single hour I was awake, right here, holding my hand. She looked directly into the lens, like she was staring right through the judge. He is the one who knows Leo's favorite dinosaur is a Brachiosaurus, not a T-Rex. He's the one who stays up until 2 in the morning building Lego sets because he promised. My parents see a messy house. I see a home filled with a father who chooses his son over sleep every single day. Sarah smiled, tear hitting her cheek. Your Honor, don't take my son's hero away. Mark is his home. The video cut to black. I looked up. Evelyn was sobbing into her hands. Greg looked like he'd been hit by a freight truck. The judge didn't even go back to his chamber. He just really looked at me and cleared his throat. Case dismissed, he said softly. Mr. Miller, take your son home. Leo is 7 now. We still build Legos until midnight sometimes, and every night before we turn off the light, he looks at the tablet on the nightstand and whispers, "Night, night, Mommy," and I know she's still watching.